What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and the man that I haven't necessarily been waiting on, but the man that a lot of you guys probably have been waiting on is here, is back in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, before we talk about the GOAT of the galaxy, Michael Jordan, who is a flash card, if you are new to my channel, have not yet, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 90,000 subscribers. So we've got MJ, we got CP3, we obviously got Joel Embiid and Jeremy Lin. So is this content drop really good? I mean, outside of, I guess Joel Embiid and MJ aren't bad, but CP3, not a card I am super excited about. But MJ is the prime guy in this drop tomorrow. So we're going to talk about last year's MJ, an MJ that was comparable to this year's. We're also going to be talking about, is MJ going to be able to compete at the highest level? We're talking about a lot of that stuff. So, Michael Jordan, okay? This is our comparison. This is the comparison that I'm going to draw because I fully expect the Michael Jordan that we get to have a similar number of Hall of Fame badges. I would guess right around 19 or 20 Hall of Fame badges for the MJ that we see tomorrow. Here's the deal. This MJ had an 87 3 ball, 95 speed, 96 lateral quickness, 84 interior. Really good defensive badges. Hall of Fame quick for step, good shooting wise, good at attacking the rim. There's one problem with the card, and that's the slash or dribble style. Yes, he had the MJ base on quick, which I think this was the first card to get it on quick. Yes, first card to indeed get that MJ release on quick, which obviously makes a big deal. Now, is the Michael Jordan release on quick going to make or break the card? Well, here's what I will say. He's going to have slash or dribble style. That's the first problem, okay? If he doesn't have that release on quick, let's just say the Michael Jordan release still is on normal timing, he's not even close to being a top shooting guard in the game. Now, if his release is on quick, he's going to have an absolutely incredible release. Now, let's go back to this card. If they do give him these stats, it's hard for me to say MJ would not be a top shooting guard in the game. It really just depends on if you could get past that slash or dribble style or not. It's also going to be interesting to see because MJ's always had Pro 3, right? He's always had that Dame behind the back. But now they switched the Dame behind the back, and I mean, we want the Scotty behind the back. And so that's just another thing to kind of keep in the back of your minds. And right now in 2K, I mean, at the shooting guard position, it is stacked. Like, the shooting guard position is stacked. We got guys like Klay Thompson with 15 Hall of Famers. We've got, I expect, 18 or so Hall of Fame badges on the card, but we got guys like Reggie Lewis, who was incredible. We got guys like Iggy, who I think is going to be really comparable to MJ in general. And that's the problem. I mean, what is MJ really going to be that much better than Andre Iguodala? Outside of maybe a better release. I mean, they both are going to have slash or dribble style, both be absolutely incredible on the defensive end of the court, shooting guard, small forward. That's kind of the tough part I'm having. But with that is MJ going to be better than Cassie? Is he going to be better than Terry? I have a hard time seeing it. I really do. And for me, the biggest issue is a lot of people run their offense through their shooting guards. I mean, heck, unless your point guard is just the best playmaker in the world, such as like a Steph Curry, you have to have a two guard like Kobe, like Terry, that can move and groove. Heck, even like Reggie or Cassie. The MJ, I don't think is going to have shifty or quick. And I think that's just a big downfall in general, right? If you had shifty or quick, obviously you no longer have to worry about that. That's taking it out of the picture. And then we got an MJ that can move. But an MJ that can't move, you're kind of limiting one side of the court. And then you're really hoping that his defense is top tier. Now, what MJ always has had are incredible tendencies. And this year, I really didn't notice tendencies that much until the newest LaMelo Ball card, right? Where he has a 95 on-ball steal. That's really where I've started to notice tendencies and how important they really are, is because LaMelo Ball really beats people up. So, as far as tendencies for MJ, they're absolutely incredible. Nobody's going to sit here and doubt that. What I'll say is, we got this MJ on February 5th last year in this retro drop. Now, on February 5th last year, we were already seeing, very good cards in general, as you guys can see. But MJ really, I mean, he wasn't great. I mean, he was okay. MJ was not terrible. I'm not trying to sit here and say he was terrible. But the card, in my opinion, was not great. It's just the way it is. It was okay, but he just was not great. And nobody really used this MJ card in 250. I mean, there were some people that used them, but not a lot. And that's the big question mark, right? Because we've got guys like Kobe, who will probably get a new one decently soon. We got guys like Terry, Stat-wise, it's hard for MJ to be better than. I'm not even gonna compare him to Kobe. It's gonna be hard for it's gonna be hard for Michael Jordan to be better statistically speaking than Terry Dischinger. I mean, it is, unless you give him a little better defense, which he's probably going to have. But outside of that, the only thing that can really make up for it is the Hall of Fame defensive badges. That is really it, and that's as simple as I can put it. But the problem, again, lies in the shifty or quick. I can't tell you guys enough that how big of a difference it is from a two guard, especially if you run your offense through them with quick or shifty, compared to Michael Jordan, who has slasher. Now, again, the Michael Jordan release on quick would help a lot because the current release on normal timing is just not it. I mean, we can go back to the last Michael Jordan, who wasn't terrible. Like, this card was not terrible. But nobody really used this card, and really nobody used him. First of all, just because he was mid all the way around. But secondly, just because his release on normal timing wasn't good. You got a mediocre release. You got slasher dribble style. There's not really a lot to talk about. Again, guys, we've seen it in past years where Michael Jordan gets cards that people are absolutely in love with. And I'm not gonna be the one to sit up here and tell you that Michael Jordan is not going to be good in my team, because we go back to this Galaxy Opal who was really good in my team, right? And if they want to make MJ really good in my team, they are going to have to juice this card to the max. And when I say that, I mean that like he has to be extra juiced. Unless they change his dribble style. If they change his dribble style, I have no problem with you guys sitting there telling me that Michael Jordan is going to be really solid in my team. If they change his dribble style. But if they leave it, it's hard. Because even if he does have a good release, what does he really give you? I know defense and I know shooting ability. But if you don't have a two guard that can move in my team this year, it's already tough enough to score the ball. Let alone having a two guard that can't move. The only two guard I will give a buy that has a slasher dribble style is Vince Carter, just because of how chicken he is. But who knows what the new Vince is going to be like when we do get him, and kind of what that release is all going to entail. I really don't have all the answers for you guys about this Michael Jordan card. What I can say is I'm excited to get MJ. I mean, after these tweets, guys, after we got Chris Paul, I was like, oh no, this is just going to be an awful content drop. Like, 2K had a couple good weeks in a row. It's time for us to get an awful content drop. We got MJ. I still think the best player we're going to get tomorrow, the most usable card, the most influential card, needs to be Joel Embiid, right? This card is going to be a top center in the game. I don't think many people doubt that. Question mark is behind MJ. They're going to have to at least give him his release on quick. That is a must. And then if they do change his dribble style, you're looking at maybe the best point guard in the game, or best shooting guard in the game. If they don't change the dribble style, probably looking at, a top 5 or so shooting guard in my team. That's my opinion, guys. You guys got to realize I'm super high on Terry Dischinger. I'm pretty high on Reggie Lewis. I'm super high on Kobe. So it's hard for a guy like MJ with that slasher dribble style to, take that next step above those guys that I'm already really, really high on. I don't know your guys' thoughts on MJ down below in the comments. You guys think MJ is going to be the best shooting guard in the game? Let me know that down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.